Now, what did the girl look like?
At one of my first Comic-Cons, I was hit on by Tobey Maguire in a Spider-Man suit.
I once got into a fight with an old lady over the groceries in my basket.
One time I nearly lost an eye in a lightsaber duel gone bad.
Well, the truth is...
The truth is...
The truth is...
Hello and welcome to The Truth Is, the game show about cunning and deception. I'm your host, Chad D. Gloria, and joining us today from TVunscripted is Gabe Valdez. And Ryder Tam. Porn star, tipsy girl, and mother of dragons, Nickey Huntsman. And funky little...
Keep that one.
And Funky Little Theater Company's actor extraordinaire, Jojo Reynolds. Alrighty, and Ryder, why don't you go ahead and tell us what y'all have going on?
Cool. Thanks, Chad. We are TVunscripted. We're a comedy duo and also Funky Little Theater's resident improv team. What we do is we take the suggestion of a title from the audience and we improvise a full-length comedy play based on that. If that sounds interesting, we actually have a show coming up Saturday, May the 4th, Star Wars Day. We're going to be doing a Star Wars themed show. Yeah, very cool. It's going to have a costume contest, a bunch of audience interaction, food, drinks. It's going to be a good time, so we'd love it if you came out. All the details are up on our Facebook and Instagram, TV Unscripted Improv.
All right. All right, and Nickey, what about you? What do you have going on these days?
So, right now I'm focusing on my OnlyFans mainly, and I'm building up a lot of content on there, building up more memberships. And besides that, I've been doing more camming. I'm going out to LA soon to shoot some more Tipsy Bartender, so keep an eye out for more episodes.
All right, excellent. All right, Jojo, been doing some acting. What's going on?
Well, I was recently cast in the Funky Little Theater Company's upcoming production of Spamalot. I have unfortunately had to drop out.
It's a silly place.
It was a silly place, and but my brother will be performing in it. It should be coming up late July, early August. It'll be a lot of fun.
All right. And with that, the rules are simple. Each round, one of our contestants will read out a card with 3 statements about themselves. One of the statements is true, while the other 2 are false. Having no prior knowledge of what is on their card, they must defend each statement as though it were true. It'll then be up to the other 3 contestants to ask questions to weed out the truth from the lies. Points will be awarded for every opponent fooled and for every correct guess on their opponent's rounds. The prize for today's winner is a dinner for 2. All right, and first up, Mr. Gabe, what do we got?
Alrighty. I tried to ship myself across the country. Hard cheese makes me throw up. I broke up with an ex over how they ate lettuce.
Wow.
Great.
What was so awful about the way they ate the lettuce?
So they would get dressing, like a salad, and then they'd pick up each individual piece. They'd suck off the dressing, and then they'd put it back down into the bowl.
I've never heard of a guy not liking to watch somebody suck.
Oh yeah. This was just really gross.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Even if it's messy, they usually like it.
You're right. I don't know what I was thinking.
How did that conversation go down exactly?
Did
he have lettuce at the time?
No. Okay. No. It's just like one of those pet peeves that you kind of have, like chewing. Mine was just people sucking dressing off of it.
Right. I mean, like the breakup.
Oh, how did it? Well, I mean, like that was like. Yeah. That was a good thing. Cool.
That's all I needed. Thank you.
Yeah. Anything else?
When you started the story, I wasn't on your side. I'm totally on your side.
Good.
Okay. It sounds to me like you've never had a breakup.
Excuse me? You think we're still together?
No, he's saying he thinks you've never had somebody.
in the first place?
Oh, I've never known love. Yeah.
No.
No, that's how I took it.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Are you lactose? Anything like that?
Yeah, I'm lactose intolerant.
Cool.
But I'm like one of those lactose intolerants that's like, I'm lactose intolerant. and
Didn't
then
you
I'll-
say
But you're
though
not.
that it's only hard cheese? So what's the difference between the two? Why can you handle soft cheese but not hard?
So I think a lot of my truths are very sexual today. Oh, good. I think it's mostly the texture.
Okay, so you don't like hard things in your mouth. Got it.
Right, I don't.
The texture coming out the other end. Is what
No.
No, if he was lactose, technically it would both be the
Awful on
melty
both
and the
ends.
hard.
Wait, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Which
He's
is this
saying
the
it's
cheese
specifically
one?
hard.
Yeah.
That's what it said.
Yeah.
It's the hard cheese that's the problem. I'm listening.
It's also supposed to be lactose intolerant.
Yeah, I
There's
caught
a lot
it.
of moving parts in this engine.
I lost where we were.
So, what about other hard foods? Do those make you throw up?
Writer. No, it's just no other hard. Like, give me an example of a hard food.
Oh,
Cucumber?
Jello?
Oh yeah. No, I can eat cucumbers just fine. It's just hard cheese.
So, when you're like throwing up, do you enjoy
Do I enjoy throwing up?
the?
No.
Good. Ooh.
Yeah, it's a plight against my existence.
So I'm curious about your other one, the shitting across the country thing.
Shipping.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
I tried to ship myself. Yeah. Am I not enunciating?
That makes more sense.
Okay.
Sounded like
Well,
you
I want to shit across the country.
I don't think anyone in this whole room heard shipping.
sounded like you were shitting yourself across the country.
That would be much more interesting. No, unfortunately, this was shipping myself across the country.
So you
Yes.
tried to climb into a box,
A suitcase. Yeah.
a suitcase, and ship yourself.
Yeah.
Like on a plane or what?
Yeah, I had my friend bring me on too in a suitcase to try to get past security. You know, it didn't really work out.
It's not very
All right, that's why I'm saying shitting myself across the country.
Change it.
Entertaining.
Where were you being shipped to, or in this case, since your friend was bringing you along, where were you being carried to?
Carried, yes. California.
Oh my god.
Right.
From here?
From Colorado. Yeah, I
Okay.
was born and
Why
raised
didn't you just buy a ticket? It's not that expensive.
I just wanted to. I just wanted to see if I could. I mean, that's like the motto of everyone that ever
There were
did anything,
there
right?
were no crying babies in suitcases.
Excuse me?
Like on an airplane,
sorry,
there's
what?
always some bloody crying baby.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, and I wanted to avoid that.
Sound solution.
Thank you for my reasoning. Instead of I just
Throw around the bag with you in it.
right, exactly.
Yeah, they
Nikki, if you
throw
could
around.
defer the rest of your questions to Jojo, that'd be great.
He'll answer before me. He's my manager.
Air holes? 4?
Air holes in a suitcase? Don't be crazy.
So how did you?
I'm guessing he just left the zipper a little bit undone.
Okay. All right.
That way his head could poke up.
You're probably not airtight.
But so you know this story?
I
Oh
think
no,
both
I
of
was
them
making
know
a
the
different
story.
type of
Oh,
joke.
I'm the only.
I was making a different type of joke. I was like zipper down, head out. I was turning
Can
sexual
you explain
innuendos.
it?
Innuendos. You know, kind of like the suitcases. You know, I'm
So
not
with
gonna-
the
I think I got it. Yes.
Wow.
So I'm bad. I have too many
Oh, I
sexual
get it.
innuendos.
Cool.
Head poking out, zipper down.
Yeah.
That's all
anyone
three
think
of
they
them.
know which one of them might be true?
I'm gonna go with the lettuce.
I think the suitcase one is true.
Well,
It's dumb, but it's realistic.
I also think the lettuce one.
The sensual lettuce eating.
Yeah. that sounds
wasn't
like something
sensual.
that would
Good sir, what is the truth?
The truth is that hard cheese makes me throw up. Yeah, yo! Messed it up.
Yes, it is true. Hard cheese does, in fact, make poor Gabe throw up.
Can we have him prove it? Like,
And because we brought some cheese.
It's a texture.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the texture.
It's just
Dude,
the
like
texture that
Parmesan
makes
cheese?
it,
Next up, it's Nickey. What do we got?
A psychic ruined my trip to Las Vegas. I crossed 3 things off my bucket list on one date. I left my ex with his dick out in the middle of an arcade.
have you ever been to Las Vegas?
Yes.
Cool.
Well, that sounds believable.
So how did this psychic ruin your trip? Because presumably he or she was giving you some sort of reading and you didn't.
I
like it.
usually go to psychics for love readings, and let's just
Love
say,
readings.
yeah, like love readings about my relationships. And she was right about some stuff that was extremely disappointing.
What about love reading was confusing?
I'm guessing he doesn't know
Honest,
about
honestly.
psychics. Love readings are very disappointing when they're accurate. So,
So were you going to Las Vegas to...
not to get married or anything, no.
Right.
Nothing serious. It's just more or less, I was away on a work trip, and I decided to get a reading when I was out with my friends spontaneously.
And it ruined your entire trip to Vegas.
When you're having issues with somebody that you're serious with, and things get brought up, yeah. I was an emotional wreck. I have anxiety attacks and other issues. So,
This is getting real.
yeah.
So psychic's name, what was that?
What was her name?
Yeah.
Kat.
Kat?
Yeah, Kat Darden.
Kat Darden?
Yeah, you can look her up.
Check out Cat.
I mean, she was like 84, and that was a few years ago. She's probably dead by now, but you can look her up.
Poor Cat's in there, and she's like, I'm seeing a man who's sucking the ranch off of his lettuce.
What's going on? Was her prediction you'd leave someone in an arcade with their dick out?
No.
Okay.
That
Speaking
was
of
not.
that, actually.
More of that.
Oh man.
What games were you playing?
Sure, yeah.
Don't worry, I got you.
Well, we weren't really playing anything at that point. That was in the photo booth.
Oh. So,
And were there photos being taken?
No.
Oh.
We were just using it for fun.
Okay.
So basically, it was his birthday, and we wandered off from the group and kind of left them there because everybody was drinking and having fun. And we were a little tipsy. We went off, played some skee ball. He started making out with me, and we snuck on over to the photo booth, and it got hot and heavy.
So I'm assuming this wasn't at a Chuck E. Cheese's.
yeah, how long ago?
This was 2015 or 2016. I think 2015. It was at a Dave & Buster's in LA.
That's the other one.
Okay.
So why did you leave him in?
That was the awkward part.
Yeah.
Tell the actor part.
Disappointment?
So, no. So here I was, down on my knees, giving him this bomb-ass blowjob. All of a sudden,
Like you do.
all of a sudden, the fucking curtains get thrown open. There's a manager and 4 security guards. You know you could get arrested for this. I look over, drop the dick, and I ran.
It slams on the ground.
I dropped the dick and I ran. I left him. I left him to deal with it on his birthday. And all of our friends and coworkers were there, and also his sisters.
What happened?
Sounds like my idea of a good first date.
Oh, it was great though. We were coworkers too, like, full time. I had to see him him every day.
So you left though, so you don't know what happened after.
Oh, I know what happened because he talked his way out of it, and like we
Wow.
left shortly after, and we ended up at a different bar, and more shit happened.
Wow.
More shenanigans. I'm naughty.
Sounds very exciting.
Okay, so what are the 3 things on your bucket list?
3 things on my bucket list.
Yeah, you took all 3 things off on one date.
I mean, I've done a lot of things for my bucket list. Let's see. So, off one of my dates where I did all 3 things, this is bad, but I ended up having like 2 dates in one night. So, that was kind of a bucket list thing. I hung out with one person and then I went out with the other.
Why is that bad?
Bucket list.
Bucket list item because I got away with it, even though we ran into the other person. I kind of like dodged and didn't get caught.
It was like a Miss Doubtfire situation.
It was just no, it was a
She's whipping off her wigs.
No. So it was a situation of I had a date with one guy, but then we both had to go and separate and go to birthday parties of different friends. And our friends ended up like convening at the same location later in the night. And when I went to the friend's birthday party, somebody else I had also been involved with was there, and we ended up being each other's dates for the night. And then I had seen this person like walking into the place where we were, and I was able to dodge it the whole night. So that was one item off the bucket list. And then that night also doing different public stuff. That's another item. I like public stuff.
When you move somewhere, do you have to let all your neighbors know that you've
Oh no, I let people find out on their own.
So is this before or after the arcade blowjob?
That was after, and it was actually really funny because
How many of these are true?
the guy that I gave the arcade blowjob to, he was the one that was the birthday party date that I was dodging the other dude with.
Oh, so this was all in one
No,
night.
different night.
Okay.
Completely different events. Different events. I just do a lot.
So you had the 2 dates at the same time. You had the public stuff, and what was the third thing?
So the third thing that night was the fact that I didn't get arrested for the public stuff, because that was another time when I
got the
dodged
wackest
it.
bucket list.
I dodged it more than once.
Before I die, I don't want to get caught doing public stuff.
Especially when you get away with it. If people catch you and you get away, it's awesome. The adrenaline rush is great. I've had that happen more than once. I've been caught more than once. I'm bad.
And with that,
I'm ready.
Feel free to guess. We'll see if people get it right.
I've gotten half of them.
Blowjob.
Gabe, let's get
That was a very realistic sound effect. Well done.
let's get back to the game show though.
Where am I? I'm going with the blowjob, if that wasn't obvious.
Cool. Yeah, I think photo booths are rip-off, so that was believable that they didn't actually take pictures. So that one.
in this economy.
I'm going to go with the bucket list.
Oh, okay. All right, 1 for bucket list, 2 for photo booth. Madame, what is the truth?
So the truth is the photo booth. I totally got caught. I will say though, I did incorporate some different events to make up the bucket list thing. So I incorporated stuff, but I don't have a bucket list. I just live life in the moment.
You should make one.
You might be a trite bit young for a bucket list. Yes, it is true. Miss Nickey did, in fact, get caught and leave her boyfriend in the photo booth. Alrighty, next up.
Just say blowjob, Jack.
The other one who hasn't. I have to play the Steve Harvey over here. You can't say that on TV.
Oh my god.
Alrighty. Mr. Ryder.
All right. Wow. I don't know how to make any of these sexual. As a child, I basically started a cult. My mother has all my baby teeth in a jar at home. And I had to be rescued while on a Pokemon Go expedition.
What?
Where were you on this Pokemon Go exhibition?
I was in the jungle.
Jungle. In Colorado.
That would be a forest, so no.
Where was this jungle then?
It was in Hawaii,
Oh,
actually.
right.
Yeah, they have
They have a few of them.
trees. Yeah,
They have chickens too, right?
they do actually. Yeah.
What else?
Shout out to
what else is
Tourism
in
Chad.
Hawaii?
Fish. I got fish.
Wow. They have surfboards.
What kind of Pokemon were you looking for at the time?
I was trying to catch ones that you can't catch in Colorado, so all the water-based ones.
Then why weren't you near the water instead of out in the jungle?
See, that's what I should have thought of.
Well, no shit. You're a
I was
Pokemon
going-
Go player. You would know that.
I was going on a hike because I didn't want to spend all my time in the
Which
water.
team are you?
Valor, red.
That, and I have
Yeah.
a follow-up question.
Shout out.
Are you a big old nerd?
Anyone else?
So you were hiking, and presumably then you started playing the game. And what did you get lost, or did you?
Kind of. I went off trail,
Right.
which you shouldn't do in the jungle.
Which Pokemon were you trying to catch in the jungle?
We already had that.
I didn't have a specific one. I was just wandering.
Random
you know,
water
I'm a free-
Pokemon in the jungle.
He said random water. I was going to try to get him to specify. I'm trying to get details to see if I can catch him.
You don't
Cyndaquil.
He's gonna start naming Digimon.
So you
Zeus.
had to get rescued?
Yeah, I got airlifted out by the fire department.
By the fire department?
Yeah, the Honolulu Fire
Oh,
Department.
I'm sure they actually do have helicopters.
Because
There's a jungle. Yeah. Fire department, those are only trucks.
How long were you lost for?
19 hours.
19 hours?
Not long enough? Too long?
I'm just gauging
17
things.
hours?
I'm gauging it.
It was a
Why'd they
while.
have to airlift you out? You have like a broken
So
leg
enough
or something?
Pokemon. Let's get on to the child cult. What type of cult? What were you doing?
So I like role playing. No.
Okay, so you were role playing as a child in a cult.
Yeah,
We got
there we go.
this.
like Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
And I used to go to a summer camp where I would do that, and I got super into the game. And I was a little bit young, so I wanted to make it real. So there was a wizard guild that we had in this. It was called Renaissance Adventures. That was. That's not funny. That's. And I'd like to reiterate that I am not a big ol' nerd.
I don't know. You could fool me.
So I was a tortoise wizard, and I wanted to take all the neighborhood kids and make all of them into wizards with me. But the homeowners association they're like a homeowners association.
No wizard.
Well, they called us a cult and said that we couldn't hang out on the sidewalks and play with our swords and draw stuff on the sidewalks.
Okay, wait.
So
Swords? Wizards?
we had both.
Interesting.
You ever heard of a Jedi?
Yeah.
Those are distinctly different.
Gandalf carries a sword and a staff.
Oh, snap.
Boom. And you would know that if you weren't
I guess
such
you're a big old nerd.
cool. How soon can I leave?
Baby teeth, how many do you have?
8. Well, I don't have any. My mom has them.
Are they...
Where does she keep them? Where does she keep them? Where are they displayed?
It's in a jar.
underneath
Yeah.
her pillow?
Where does she keep the jar?
She has a what's a different word than a shrine? Like a First off, my mom thinks I'm really cool.
I'm glad someone does.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, I get it.
I think you're cool, Ryder.
Cool. She keeps them in a cabinet in the bathroom.
Right. That's
makes
not really
total
on display,
sense.
is it?
She's not that proud of me. I don't.
That's what she holds over your head. She's like, you become a doctor, these come out.
Yeah.
Did you ever take one accidentally as a pill?
Anyone else?
Do you ever take one as a mint?
No.
I don't know. Did she ever have like a specific purpose for keeping the teeth, or was it just purely sentimental?
She did actually. It was a tooth fairy kind of thing. So when I was younger, I was super into.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, really any kind of character-based stuff, and I wanted to be the tooth fairy, and she thought that was weird, so she said, "No more putting teeth under your pillow," and she started keeping them, so that I couldn't put them under my pillow.
Throw them away.
Yeah,
This explains why you started a cult.
yeah, it was very related.
Gonna get the teeth back.
So I went the tooth fairy.
Respect. All right. So what are we thinking? Got the tooth collector. We've
I
got
think the cult one's true.
It's a strong one.
I'm not
think,
going. It's one of you two.
Ryder, what do you
I think
I don't know.
I think the teeth in the jar.
I guess just to round it out, I'll go with Pokemon Go.
Pokemon. Good sir, what is the truth?
The truth is, I was airlifted out of the jungle hunting for Pokemon.
That was so unbelievable. I'm surprised.
I'm so cool.
That's the weirdest one.
I still understand the necessity for being airlifted. It's like, but yes, it is true. Ryder did, in fact, have to get airlifted out of I almost said Honolulu, but I don't know.
Out of a Honolulu.
We're in Hawaii.
It was a jungle outside of Honolulu, yeah.
Next up, Jojo.
As a child, I had an addiction to swallowing coins. I was once chased by a nun through the city of Bern. I accidentally ended up on an FBI watch list.
You read them all out, it kind of sounds like the one long story.
The one led to the other.
Yeah, I wanna dive right on into that coin swallowing thing because, I mean,
So how many coins could you fit?
Well,
He's a professional coin swallower.
it depended on whether I was, doing pennies, 50 pence coins, because of course it's
What was your
British
favorite?
currency. I liked 20 pence because it was a similar size to a penny,
Perfect. That was my next
but it
question.
wasn't a perfect circle. So it would give
you
me
like it when
a
it's
funny
not a
feeling as
circle?
it goes down.
Yeah.
I like it when it's not a circle. No, I like shapes. But,
Okay, so you like it when there's a
circle
little
is a
bit of stabbiness going down your throat. You like it to stab you as it goes down.
well, not
If it's
stab me.
pokey and you're
If that was
swallowing
the
it,
case, I'd put a
you're
little bit of
swallowing
glass on
something
it.
pokey.
No, just a little bit of pokey.
Was
Just
there
a-
consideration for what it's like when it comes out?
Oddly enough, I didn't usually check. When
that's
it
not
came
too
out.
odd.
Yeah. It didn't really hurt though. You think it would hurt coming out?
You think you would notice?
It depended on what coin I was eating at the time. The 50 pence coins, I felt that.
Would you?
But the pennies, they just
Right
the penny would just drop.
Nice.
Were you worried about? Did you like eat one and then wait for it to pass before you ate another one because it might like cause a blockage, or did you just like go ham?
Well, I wasn't concerned about that till now, but I I would try to ration myself, I suppose, because that is money. That I need to.
I just cleaned my car today, and I took a huge handful of change out. So I ration. I don't know where I was going with that. Cool. Bern? What's that city?
Bern is the trivia here. Bern is the capital city of Switzerland.
Oh.
Okay.
Well.
Any other questions?
That doesn't sound.
No.
I guess an obvious one. Why was the nun chasing you?
All right, so I was there with the scouts. We were there on a little trip, and we were on our last day. We were in Bern, and we were walking around, and there's just this nun, just she's just walking around. No,
Looking for trouble.
Nothing was going through my mind. Just look up. There's a nun. Keep going. But as we passed her, one of the boys in our troop, he said very loudly, "Oh my God, it's a nun!" And I guess she spoke English because we turned around. She stopped dead in her tracks, and we just British keep calm, carry on. Walked away. She followed. Walked away a little bit quicker. She was still following us.
Jason Voorhees.
Off of one statement that wasn't even offensive?
Well, I mean, that's maybe not offensive to you.
Oh,
But to a nun, being called a nun is.
No, nobody likes too much truth.
So did she ever catch you?
We managed to lose her in a sports shop.
Nice. Now, when you said troop, did you mean like an acting troupe?
No,
They said the
scouts.
Scouts.
Yeah,
Oh, so you were a Boy Scout.
not a Boy Scout.
No.
I was a Scout.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know the English Scouts.
The English Scouts goes Beavers, Cubs, and Scouts. Over here, it's just Boy Scouts through and through.
I think they have like.
No, they have
Eagle
different levels as
at
well.
some point.
Do they?
Yeah, we got
Yeah,
Eagles
they have
and-
Eagle Scouts and different things.
Cub
Oh yeah,
Scout,
oh,
There's
Boy
different
Scout.
ranks.
no, those are ranks. So these would be like
So how old were you?
separate sub. I was about must have been 11, I think.
Okay.
Why are you visiting Switzerland?
We were on a trip with the Scouts.
I'm curious about the nuns, though. The nuns in Switzerland. What was up with like the nuns? I
Well, it
don't know,
was
I'm
it was
curious
just a
about
nun. She was just walking.
Oh, she was
And
just walking along.
Yeah, she was just walking. We were just walking, and we passed, and somebody made a comment that she didn't agree with. She didn't.
What was
didn't agree
the
that she-
comment? Was
the
it
com-
inappropriate? What was it? Was it making
it was
fun
just
of?
simply, oh my God,
I'm
it's a
here
nun.
with you the whole time.
Yeah. Where was your troop leader?
Troop leader.
What was his name? What was his hair color?
All right. Well, we had a couple of leaders, and we were in a number of different groups throughout the city.
Okay, I believe
the
you.
group
What was
I
the
was
last
in. The group I was in about a group of 6, I believe. The sort of not really leader, more of a just a more senior scout. Who was about 16, 17 years old. I think his name was Michael.
And he was a senior scout.
Senior Scout.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, we start them younger.
Things are loose in Europe.
So, how does one end up on the FBI watch list?
Well, there were a lot of ways.
How's one? How does you?
Your search history will usually get you there. And
Oh.
books that you check out at the library.
How did you get there, though, specifically?
What
were you researching?
I'm very much into to certain conspiracy theories.
Name one.
311 was an inside job.
Which one?
The JFK one, mostly. I do not believe that what was his name? Lee Harvey Oswald. I don't believe he was the
Shooter.
They were like, we think this kid was involved.
Well, I mean, it doesn't say that I was involved. Just that, just, they're watching me because I guess I got too close to the truth.
So they're probably watching this, right?
Oh shit!
What would you say to them?
Yeah, tell your friends.
Oh, what I'd say to them, please leave me alone. I've moved on. I'm all about the Illuminati now. Don't worry. Sorry. What?
Quick question.
Yep.
What is the F in JFK?
It's
Well, you're obviously.
Can I phone a friend?
It's Franklin.
Phone a friend.
Frank. Damn it.
John Franklin.
It was either Frank. It was either Franklin or Frederick.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You could have said anything.
Fitzgerald. You need confidence. That's
Funky.
Funky?
John Funky Kennedy.
Later, he went on to form a theater.
All right, let's get some guesses. What are we thinking? What do we got? Got watch list. We got the nunnery incident.
Oh, shoot.
Probably the nun.
Yeah, I like the nun one because you
Nun
seem
one's
like
a
a
Probably none for me too.
scout.
All those coins, man. You love them coins.
I like the coins one.
Eating them coins. I'm not allowed to guess. I know the answer.
I just don't see if you're doing the coin thing why anyone would ever stop.
He was talking about it like being edged and him swallowing the edges and liking the edged coins. That just didn't make sense to
Don't
me.
fly for you.
Oh, that was
No.
believable with the rest.
Wanting pokey things to go down. That sounds
To
horrible.
each their own.
So, good sir, what is the truth?
The truth is, I was once chased by a nun through the city of Bern.
Yes, it is true. Jojo
vote
was
the rest.
indeed chased by a nun while running through Bern. And that brings us to our bonus round. While performing, I got my hair caught in a fan. Who was that true about? Was that Cardi B, Beyonce, or Ariana Grande? Got their hair caught in a fan while performing on stage.
I'm going with Beyonce.
The one for Beyonce?
Um,
They all have hair.
that's true. Ariana Grande for me.
Okay.
I think Cardi B for sure.
Seems like
For sure, that's a lot of confidence, right?
Yeah. I was the one that. Never mind.
I also think Cardi B.
2 for Cardi B. I respect it. Well, let's see what happened.
Oh,
Who is it?
It's Beyonce.
I was right.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Straight up
Wow.
caught in that fan.
What a trooper.
Yeah, she's still
Damn.
singing too.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
I got
Yes,
it.
it is true. Miss Beyonce did, in fact, get her hair caught in a fan while she was trying to perform. And with that, I'm happy to announce that our winner is, in fact, Mr. Valdez.
I'm so surprised.
You hit my tits.